message you privately. That would not work, but no one messaged
Hello, we are live, I believe. I'm going to check on YouTube because I never trust YouTube to say we're live. But it says we're live, so that is awesome. We have 3 of my 4 guests on camera. I'm not sure if the 4th one is running late or messaged me privately that she can't come, so I will check that during the first sprint. But in the meantime, why don't you introduce yourselves, Brooke, then Laura, then Sarah, and then I will go last.
I'm Brooke. I have a channel here on AuthorTube called Brook Writes. I do lots of writing and reading content, so there's some booktube stuff in there. That's it. That's me.
I'll keep mine quick too. Hi everyone, I'm Laura. I have a website called Newbie to Novelist where I release new writing related content every week. Primarily on Instagram, so that's where I usually release all my extra content. Newbie to Novelist, super easy to find me. And I also have a monthly newsletter, so if you want some extra fun stuff, I do release my newsletter at the beginning of every month. So a new one will be coming out this coming week. Yay.
Nice. Hi guys, I'm Sarah Sutton. I'm a young adult romance author. I released my 5th book recently, and I have a channel here on YouTube, and I post videos, and I'm super tired, so I'm gonna get a lot done, I think, but I don't know what I'm gonna work on yet. So, yeah. But well, that's me.
Hello everyone in the chat, and based on all of you, I think you all know who I am, but in case you don't, my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the self-published author of 5, soon to be 6 books. This Spine is not the final one. This one comes out July 6th, so a week from Tuesday.
Oh my gosh.
Which means that during this first sprint, I also probably have to schedule the countdown images that we'll be posting to Instagram and Twitter, because I can't remember if I was smart and already did that or if I was leaving it for later, Sarah. So I have created the first forest room. Normally I do it alphabetically of my co-hosts, but instead I decided to do it based on the tree, because some trees look the same no matter how long you plant them, and other ones, the longer you plant them, the better they look. So we are going to start though with Brooke's tree, which is the water spirit. If you enter the room, you will all see it. And I will read out the code in case anyone needs me to, which is, and by the way, I use the military phonetic alphabet, so just the first letter of the words that I'm saying. So 6, Mike, Alpha, Hotel, 5, Sierra, 7. And I was very careful to make sure that the 5 and the S were not switched when I typed it out. So the code on screen is correct. Sometimes I get it wrong by accident when I say it correctly in my head and then type the wrong thing. But we are good to go this morning. And I'm going to quickly say hello to people in the chat, but because people are still entering the forest room, I'm not going to put your comments up on screen. Good morning, Claude, Regina, Hannah, Anuhia, who is a kind of new viewer of me, so I'm still working on memorizing the name. Yeah, Sarah.
I just want to say I like Brooke's hair. It's very
Thank you.
You don't have to raise your hand like it's a classroom.
I liked you sticking with it though.
Thanks, Sarah.
I'm not a teacher. There's a reason I get annoyed when everyone who hears I'm an English major, they're like, "Oh, you're going to be a teacher," and I'm like, "No,
no."
I mean, you'd be good at it, but you don't have to.
Thank you, but no, that's not for me. I know there are reasons that I would not be a good teacher.
Same.
It's best if I just, stay as like the older cousin who can teach my little cousin stuff the same way my older cousins did. But if I was like, no, I cannot actually handle a classroom. Hello, Celine, Nina, CB. Hannah says she'll be eating breakfast during the start with the family, so maybe back after the first sprint. That is cool. Raslin is here. Miguel is here. Going to be working on a video. Cool. Crow is here. Hello, Nika. Thank you for being here. Ara is here. I need to convince my library to hold your books. I mean, good luck with that. I didn't publish your Ingram Spark, so I think they're going to be a little less likely to do it, but I appreciate your effort. Regina forgot to refresh. That's okay. I've mostly been saying hi. My co-hosts did introduce themselves. Am I going to get this gesture right? These two have their YouTube channels linked down below. Movie to Novelist, Laura, does not have a YouTube channel yet, although
I've been considering it, but I just have to balance full-time job, part-time writing, part-time blogging, and everything else.
Okay, but her website /blog is linked down below, as is her Instagram. Your Instagram is linked down below. Your Patreon is linked, although I'm still trying to get you to convert to Ko-fi.
No.
And
lots of conversions happening.
yeah, I'm like the friend who's like, come on. Also, I like for the past week, 2 weeks, I don't know. I've been like, Sarah, like up your prices, please, for your sake. CB says I would be an excellent teacher. Thank you. If I ever want a career change, that's like slower, but I don't really think I want. I mean, I know it's not slower. Like, I know there's a lot of chaos that goes behind being a teacher, but like, I want to be in the traditional publishing industry as a literary agent or a marketing person in a publishing house. So I want those things for now. Crow, I was supposed to film a nail tutorial while sprinting, but I think I'm going to read instead. Cool. Not sure what you're going to read, so I'm curious. Hello, Blinkerbell. Remind me, are you just Eva on YouTube? So there's some people who have a different username on Twitch than YouTube, and I'm like, normally I get the connection correct, but sometimes I'm wrong. Yes. My technology hated me this morning, but my brain is not failing me. Thank you. I just read an awesome Haiti. We're going to start the first sprint soon, I promise. I'm going to put this banner up so that I actually fulfill that promise. I just recently read a really cool, Sarah, I don't know if you'd like, because it's adult and it's very adult, but a Hades and Persephone retelling called A Touch of Darkness. But I read at the same time the guy's point of view because one of the author's fans had made a graphic of like, you read these chapters from the girl's POV and then these chapters from the guy's POV book, and like reading them in tandem, even though they're two separate books. And I did that. Took me 2 days, but oh my God, it was so good. I love these and Persephone retellings. And I also really like that she wasn't abducted in this one. So I was like, yes, for the win. Already so much better. I don't think you've ever shown up on my streams on Twitch. I think you've only been on my YouTube side. If I'm wrong, I apologize, but I feel like I would remember that. I have seen you on not Sarah Sutton's, Kate Kavanaugh's streams on Twitch, though, I think, as that. So, yes. Hello, Sheen. Yeah, no. Whenever I recommend a book or something, I'm like, Sarah, I don't know if you like this. I'm honest. And the author on her social media is like, there are some people who are upset by the sex scenes, but like, it's adult, so get over yourself. And I'm like,
at least it's probably consensual sex scenes, we hope.
Oh, it is. It's there is some like enemies to lovers, but like he's very clear about the consent thing.
That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like a healthy dynamic necessarily until the end, but like, it's not as bad as a dark romance either. So I'm like, it's Hades and Persephone. It's not necessarily going to be the most healthy, but at least it didn't start off with an abduction.
Hades and Persephone, that it's not healthy.
Yeah. If you go in for a healthy romance, your expectations are a
If you go into Greek mythology for a healthy romance, you're never going to find one.
No.
Like, at least Hades and Persephone, after they get married, happy, non-problematic compared to the rest of the gods. And I will say that Hephaestus isn't problematic, but at the risk of being smited by Aphrodite, she cheats a lot. Probably, I'm still just getting my head around Twitch. I tried Discord again, but ended up noping out because it's just too confusing. I started Discord before the pandemic because my ex's friends were on it a lot when they were gaming, and I was like, I don't game, but I do like chatting with your friends, so maybe. And then I kind of noped out because it was so like overwhelming, but then the pandemic just taught me to get over myself and to learn it. So
my book club uses Discord, so that was my first foray into it.
Aphrodite's name should be Blanche. Miguel is writing a Cupid and Psyche retelling and was considering the name Blanche at one point for the character that's based on Aphrodite. But my brain right now is blanking on whether or not you chose that, Miguel. I know you're working on a video, so you might not be thinking about your book right now. But yes. I'm reading Silver and Smith and the Doppelganger's Gate by Travis. Okay. By Travis L. Sivart. I probably mispronounced his last name. It's kind of giving me some Indiana Jones vibes right now. Oh, that's cool. I can't even read abduction romance thrillers. Abducted by aliens. Guilty in my latest trilogy. Yes. By human serial killers. No way. I'm just going to warn you all, my Little Red Riding Hood retelling. It's not a romance. No. But like abduction thriller. Yeah. It's going to get dark. True crime is my favorite romance genre. I can't. I mean, cool. That's very fascinating, but I can't make myself do that. I don't see any more comments after that one. So we're going to start the first sprint. And if any more comments come in, I had to put this up though. I have not finished Two Kinds of Us. I'm so bad. I'm so sorry. I haven't been reading a lot, and then I kind of just got sucked into A Touch of Darkness / A Game of Fate, and then I like read it and didn't really stop. So, yeah. Already prepping for Nano November. Cool. I mean, I have known what I've been doing for this camp and November for like a while, but I'm trying to write another book in the meantime. It's very slow. So I don't know if I'm going to be making myself try and work on 3 projects this camp or just
that would be
quick, or just like putting one on the back burner and like using the other to like balance each other out.
Especially with a release.
Yeah, but I don't step up my marketing enough like you do. So like my writing doesn't suffer from a release. If anything, my release suffers from my writing. It's good to know ahead of time. I can read anything you write. Thank you, Regina. Okay, we're going to start the first sprint, which means I need to update the ticker because I don't do timers on StreamYard anymore. Because for some reason, I think the latest StreamYard doesn't like me video sharing actual files. Not sure why. And instead of having to deal with it going down like in the middle of a sprint, I do tickers now. So let's just hope my math is correct. It's 14, which means in 3, 2, 1, happy productivity, everyone. I will see you back here in 10 minutes after our warm-up sprint. Be productive, but it doesn't have to be writing. that was the end of our first sprint. How did everyone do?
I got 200 words.
Yay.
Actually writing the sprint, which is fun for me.
Love that.
I read like 4 pages or something. I'm doing some beta reading, so.
I filmed an intro clip for my video that's going out tomorrow, and I recorded the initial video, and I realized I didn't really say something to the fullest that I wanted to, so I just figured I would jump in with an editing clip.
Nice.
Instead of re-record it all.
Thanks,
Good call.
Yeah.
I started making myself more accountable for like my actual like daily writing word count goals. So my goal is to try and like get this out of the way before the morning's over.
Yay. Okay, let's do some comments.
How did you do there?
Oh, I missed that.
Did Brooke say how she?
I said, how did you do?
Okay, I didn't. What did I do? I wrote down. So what I did is that for July, for the first time ever, I made a Google form for people to say when they're available. I've been putting their availabilities in like a calendar for the morning times and a calendar for night times. And then if someone can only do one time, I write their name in like black pen, and otherwise I do pencil. And I've been filling it out as I've been getting answers. So I had to fill out someone's answers there. And I was about to message everyone who I haven't gotten an answer from yet to be like, can I have an answer soon? And then I noticed that the time was done. So I'll do that in the next sprint. I haven't gotten any messages from my would-be 4th co-host. So we're just going to continue on. And I will message her during this sprint to be like, are you okay?
I hope she's okay.
Yeah, because I don't know if she's not on the stream, but I want to know that she's okay.
Right.
Also, Regina, it looks like Ko-fi charged you for a monthly on top of you joining my tier, which should not have happened. So I'm going to contact the Ko-fi team and say that you got charged under 2 different subscriptions, which should not have happened. If you support me on Ko-fi and you're a new supporter and joining my tier, that should not happen. It's just that Regina has been supporting me for a long time on there, which I love and appreciate. Yeah.
Someone joined one of my Patreon tiers, but they don't have a name, but it's something like 30. So it looks like it's 30 per month, but that's just their name. So almost like they're a bot or something. You know what I mean? Like,
that's weird.
It's so weird. I'm like, are you a real person?
Maybe they misunderstood the form.
I have no idea. And I don't think they are signed up for any amount either, because the Patreon emails that I get, they don't have a name. They have an email, but nothing else. It's so bizarre.
Maybe contact Patreon support and just be like, I don't know if this was an error or like how this, like, you could just ask. You're like, I don't know what this is.
I think I was going to, because I'm like, I think everybody has to have a name. Like, I don't think you can support somebody without having your name on there.
I don't know. It's so weird. I mean, I've never hidden my name as a Patreon supporter to the people who haven't switched to Ko-fi yet, and I support on Patreon.
I did look at it. What day did I look at it? Yesterday? 2 days ago. I was so confused. I think it's just because I'm so used to the Patreon platform that
we can FaceTime or something, and like, or Instagram video, whatever, their version of FaceTime, and I'll walk you through it. Someone killed the tree, so I used my tree killer emote on the Twitch side. I know who did, but I'm not going to say who.
I still love you.
Yeah.
Brooke's
Hannah
tree.
came back 2 minutes before the sprint ended, so your guess that you'd be back by the end of the final sprint was correct. 125 words and petting the cat. That is very productive for the fact that you were also petting the cat.
Were you writing while petting a cat? Because that's like some ultimate multitasking.
Yeah, that's real talent. Almost got a page edited. Cool. Added the last clip to my video project. Awesome. 73 words. People keep texting me. You're just so popular, Luca. What a shame. 118 words. Awesome. Are you doing fanfic or original work? And if you're doing a fanfic, please let me know because you change your projects often. Unlike other people who are like just working on the same novel for a while. Good morning. Got some work done on my outline. Awesome. This was from 5 minutes ago. I did see you come in at the time. So hello. Thank you for being here. Worked on my journal, made a pen holder. How'd you make the pen holder? Like, did you have some spare elastic and attached it to your journal? Or did you like get a cup and design it? And that's what you're calling like a pen holder? Because both of those are accurate and I'm just curious. Gonna pick a scene to write from my outline. Cool. So you write, I thought you wrote linearly like me, but do you sometimes just pick one when you're feeling stuck or something? Looking for some inspo for the dystopian novel I'm working on. Cool, 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 cool. That's going to be my nano project, my dystopian romance. It's going to be young adult. But currently I'm trying to work on a dystopian that's like so close to our current world in a way without like an element that's more fantastical, whether it's like paranormal or sci-fi, that I think my brain is like, oh my God, we miss being able to go into lore or whatever, because there isn't any lore to go into yet at this part in the story, and I write linearly. I can't skip around. The one time I tried, I wound up having to completely rewrite the thing because of things that happened prior when I went back to writing linearly. And I was like, never again.
I've been like the complete opposite because like I'm writing a fantasy novel super non-linearly and it's like leaning super hard into dystopian now where I'm like, it's not real world at all, but somehow dystopian elements just keep popping up.
Sako's here. Would you like to do your intro?
Sorry, I'm late.
It's okay. I was about to message you and be like, are you okay?
Yeah, I just lost track of time, is all.
Would you like to do your intro?
Sure. Howdy, neighbors. I am Sako Tumi, also known as Cass Voight. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are interested in videos that are about marketing yourself as an author, you can find videos on the topic on my channel. I've got a playlist and everything. You should drop by sometime. I would love to see you.
Sako's channel is linked down below, as is her Ko-fi page. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Sarah Sutton. I'm trying to convert Sarah to Ko-fi from Patreon. Sako, if you're confused. Okay. Ara said, I think the daughter is asleep, so I can continue working on my virtual business card. Cool. Are you using a service like Links or Linktree, or are you doing it like on your own, like through your own website, or what? I recommend your own website because you get more traffic that way. Just saying. Okay, yesterday I decided to go back to square one for my paranormal novel. It was too messy, and after 2 rewrites, it's time to make major changes. So brainstorming on that today. Cool. I did not have an outline for this book, and I pantsed it, and that resulted in like 12 different revisions. Not total revisions, but like enough. I was wondering if you've gotten it.
Yes.
People can buy signed paperback copies of my books through my Ko-fi page, where I like did 12 rounds of enough revision that I call them 12 revisions, even though I didn't go like from cover to front cover to back cover every single time. But yeah, that's why I now outline all my books, and it's been much better. Some people can pants, and I envy them. Oops, Sako just disappeared. I will add her back when she comes back. Sarah, I love your TikTok videos on Insta. Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Oh, I love them too.
So, hello, Allie. And I didn't know if you were going to respond to that. Sorry if I cut you off.
No, you're good.
Okay. Hello, Allie. Regina insists that Ko-fi is so much easier, so I will help you. I never told what I was working on. I'm working on an outline for my new thriller novel and hopefully writing some of what I outlined. Awesome. Love that. Or a very laid-back cat. Mine would never let me get away with working and petting her at the same time. This is in response to Nina saying that she had written 125 words and pet the cat during that warm-up sprint. We will be sprinting soon, I promise.
Sorry.
Sako is back. Hello.
Like a dummy.
Okay. CB's doing fanfic. Marvel, WWE, Dogma, Harry Potter, Golden Girls, Babysitters Club crossover. That is ambitious. And good luck.
That is borderline like turning into original work. Like those are your influences, but like you're really skirting the line between fan fiction and original pieces.
I just met the editor on Friday. Yeah. So I just met the editor 2 days ago of the Golden Girls cookbook through my school. And she said that's her favorite project she's ever worked on just because it's so like fun. Yeah. And I haven't seen it, but I might have to get it for a family member now.
Yeah.
I taught you the value of an outline, so now that I have an outline, cool. I have a small jar. I filled the bottom inch with colorful paper clips and tied a gauzy blue ribbon around the rim. It's exactly the right size to hold everything. Cool.
Awesome.
She made a pen holder, and I was asking what type of pen holder.
Craft projects. That's fun.
I've been getting so far and getting stuck, and then scrapping it and restarting, which is why I am doing this for Nano. Gotcha.
Right on.
It's a Sako. I think that's the first time you appeared. Yeah, that was the first time you appeared. My Vampire sequel revision was so much work because I wrote linearly for that book and had to go back and do so much work on the first third of the book, hence the outline. I had outlined the fight scene. Oh my God, which book? I know which book it is, but okay. I had outlined like the final fight scene. It wasn't the final chapter in this book. And it was fine. And then I decided to make the alien ship doors work differently. So I had to change that in the fight scene. And then that meant that certain things in the fight scene no longer made sense because the doors worked differently. So I had to rewrite the like 3,000 word fight scene. So that's why I don't write non-linearly. That was the one time I tried it and it did not work well for me. So that's that. Rosalind, pretty. I use a coffee mug. My BFF in America made me before I moved to the UK to hold pens. Okay, gotcha. Writing a screenplay for July, kind of, because the screenplay is based on my old plan. I might have to see if it's available here. I know that Becca writes her books as screenplays and then novels.
Oh, that's cool.
Because she's a TV writer, which I think is very cool.
I do that sort of, kind of. If I'm really inspired, I'll like just do it in TV mode, just to get the content down, and then I'll go back and I'll make it look pretty.
I feel like maybe I'll do an experiment with that and try it because I have been told that my books kind of read like TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
In the way that they kind of just propel you forward, and you know they're like episodic but not disjointed. So maybe one day I'll try that. I did a long time ago start adapting I have the book here. The benefits of having my bookshelf right above my desk. I read this book forever ago.
Okay.
It's about a girl with schizophrenia, and it's amazing. And I hated the movie that they made. So I had started writing a screenplay to adapt it. And I never finished it, and maybe one day I'll return to it. Thinking I'm linking it to my blog for the most part. I might have to rebrand the blog down the line, but like for now. Gotcha. Cool. I love that you have all your books on hand to show us. I keep them on my desk on this side normally, but when I'm streaming, because I'm right-handed, I keep them on my right side so I can easily go for them.
Sorry, you're going to reach the point where you've published too many that you don't have enough hands.
Yeah, well, I'll just start holding them up by series where it's like, here's 3, here's another 3. This is one's a standalone.
Which I've seen you do before.
Yeah, I've started doing that with the trilogy because like holding 6 already is like,
Or you just have the posters behind you, like Sarah's lovely writing area.
Yeah. I can't point directly to Sarah anymore, but yes, I love your background, whereas mine is like my bedroom. We're going to start sprinting soon, which means I'm going to share the Forest Room code. Which
thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you liked it.
Okay, I got some weird spam message. Inspired to clean up writing space. Don't currently have a desk. My room is too small. When my mom and I moved in, my desk is a built-in, as is the bookshelf above it. So I'm very happy with that. But when I move out into my own place, I will probably also not be as lucky to have a desk in my bedroom, and you know, I'll just make it part of the living room, and people who visit me will have to deal. Okay, create Forest Room. Good morning, Chandra.
Yay, Chandra.
Hi, Regina. Thank you for the compliment on my purple bedroom. Now my phone now matches my bedroom. Okay. We are going to start sprinting soon, but first I need to share the code. That's what I was doing. I have so many banners ready for like, okay, this is the order that we're doing, and these are the links of my co-hosts I'm going to be popping up on screen. So it took me a moment to find the one for the code. 5 Papa Juliet X-ray 55B will be up on screen there. Also, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe on YouTube, or follow for free on Twitch. If you want to subscribe for money on Twitch, awesome. But I will say that if you're willing to pay money to me on a monthly basis, you are probably going to get more benefits on my Ko-fi page, which is not currently on screen because I'm not using Streamlabs. So it's ko-fi.com/Zara. It's in the YouTube description if people want to check that. I will also link it in the Twitch, actually. People are in the Forest Room, which means we're going to start once I do the math and update the ticker. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. that was the end of our second sprint. How did everyone do?
I read some more. Nothing too exciting.
Laura, you're on mute.
Sorry, I thought I unmuted myself.
No worries.
That's my day so far. Only got like 350, but still plugging along. Although my word count goal for today is 1,000 words, so over halfway now.
Yay. I am getting further in editing my video. So I'm doing a double announcement video for tomorrow. I'm officially announcing my Patreon tiers as well as the formatting service that I'm doing. So I'm just going to group those videos together so I don't have to do 2 separate announcement videos. So I edited the second half, and now I'm going back in to interject my intro, and then I'll be done.
Yay.
I did some more of my morning ritual because I just like rolled out of bed and realized it was 9:30 and popped on. So I finished my morning ritual, and I opened some files in hopes that I might make progress on them.
I wrote, how many words did I write? I wrote 97 words in a book that is way down the line. Actually not even going to be under my name, but under a pen name. And when I come up with scenes for a book that's way down the line, I actually write it in my notes app instead of in a Scrivener file so that it's in the proper folder for the proper book. And then I use wordcounter.net to like copy and paste and tell me how many words I've written. So
Holy cow.
yeah, it's like complicated, but I've been doing this for years, so it works for me.
It's just part of the process.
I haven't been able to sleep well for maybe 2 months at this point. But for the past week, I've started actually getting like helpful scenes for books that are way down the line. So now I'm just writing them down so that I don't take it for granted that they'll keep coming. I won't forget them. So
That's smart.
yeah.
Planning ahead.
Okay, let's quickly go through the comments. Also, reminder to stretch, hydrate, save your work, and Hulk smash the like button. As internet parent would say, I have this, so I will be hydrating after I read the comments or when my voice starts to give out before I finish the comments. So, Regina posted her Ko-fi page where she sells signed paperbacks of her books. She has 2 free stories available on there too. Nia came in. Hello.
Hi.
Regina's continuing to upload /add series to her shop because Regina has written and published a lot of books.
Yes.
She's amazing. And so she loves the Ko-fi interface. Nia says she's going to have to check out Regina's Ko-fi. And I have successfully converted someone. I've successfully converted multiple people, but Sarah. I'm adding more titles, and I love blogging there, but I keep thinking I have nothing to say. Posting about once a week, that's not bad. I never blog on my website. It feels too formal. I used to use my website mostly for other people's blog tours when I was participating in them. And then school just kind of got crazy, and I was like, I'm not going to remember to even schedule these blog posts in advance because they're getting like lost in my emails. So I just stopped signing up for blog tours. And then I tried to run a few blog tours on my own for my own books, and I just like never reached out in advance enough to enough people for them to really work. But when I was a PR intern multiple times, like I had reached out very in advance, and those were successful. And I had used my own blog to like do a stop for those too. Hello, Hello. If a tree falls in the forest, can 3 hear it? It sure is quiet. We were doing a work sprint, but now we are not. We chat in between, as you can tell.
Yep.
My video is now. Oh, sorry. Did someone want to say something? My video is now exporting. Need to create the thumbnail now. Awesome. Comments just jumped, so give me a moment. I'm so bad at blogging, but discussions or just telling stories I can do. Hence, you have a YouTube channel, so awesome. I mean, hey, Laura, if you create a YouTube channel, maybe you can make a video about blogging for authors, so we all know how to do it better.
Take vigorous notes right now.
Elizabeth did more outlining. Regina's doing a blog post for her Ko-fi page. I made some headway on the digital business card. I might need to watch a couple more tutorials. Cool. Ninka, 440 words, 150 for Anuhia. Celine edited around 4 pages. That's amazing compared to the 1 page you got in the 10 minutes. So awesome. I mean, the 1 page in 10 minutes is great in my mind because editing takes more time than drafting. So you're on a roll, Celine. 598 words. The scene is very crude, but I think that'll be fine for the first draft. That's why it's called a first draft.
Oh my gosh, yeah, my first draft, this previous one, so bad.
Oh yeah. I'm kind of pantsing this entire book and I don't know where it's going. I stumbled into a battle this week. I didn't have any intention to do an epic battle and it just happened.
I love epic battles.
I like invented new weapons. I was like, okay, I don't know where any of this came from.
Maybe you're just in a fighting mood.
Probably. Things are getting weird.
Blushing. Thank you, Zara. You're welcome. I have a Ko-fi, but I haven't used it much yet. Well, if you send me the link via Instagram, I will start sharing it, which means you have to do stuff with it. My blogs are discussions. I think my blog posts on my Ko-fi page, 190 words. Talk to my mother on FaceTime. Cool. Maybe I can do that. Assessed all our projects in progress. Made a list of things needed to complete them and got food. That is very, very productive. So congratulations.
Congratulations.
And then Regina's just responding to Nia. So my blog posts on Ko-fi have been, some of them have been part of the monthly Ko-fi challenge. So every month they will issue a challenge to creators that normally involves making a post on Ko-fi and then sharing it around. Although I think one of them was for Ko-fi writers specifically, where you use a hashtag. People have 3 days left to enter the Ko-fi writers competition, where you make a post on a different platform about your experience on Ko-fi so far as a writer.
Oh.
And then you tweet it at them with the hashtag Ko-fi writers without the dash, because then it would ruin the hashtag. So I will leave a link to their announcement tweet for that. But my blog posts on my Ko-fi page are entries for like Ko-fi challenges or cut scenes that are locked to supporters. And then, yeah, I think that's mostly it. Because I mostly just share images on my Ko-fi, kind of as a replacement for Instagram, because Instagram hides me from some people for some reason, in and out since 2021 started, and I still haven't figured that out. I just remembered I can follow people on Ko-fi, so I'm doing that now. I just got the notification, I believe, so thank you for that. And your full name is beautiful, but I won't say it here because I don't know if you want people to publicly know that. Forest room, that's what I need to do. Talk amongst yourselves, everyone, on screen and in chat.
Watermelons and elephants.
It is time for Sako's tree. So if you have not been on a stream of mine before when Sako was a guest, She always picks the witch mushroom.
I do.
And when I have guests on my channel multiple times, I always ask, and then sometimes they're like, "Do you need to ask me anymore?" And I'm like, well, "I like to give you the chance to change it up."
To change it, however, the odds of me changing it are
No one has ever taken me up on that offer, unless it's been like they're the only guest, in which case they get to pick 5 trees anyway. So, yes. Okay. The code is Sierra Charlie Yankee Bravo Foxtrot Victor. There are no numbers in this one this time. I do not control them. The last time there was a BF in the code, I had told people that it is a, what did I say? It's an explicit term in the military, but you have to search Bravo Foxtrot. You can't type in BF.
right.
Because you get probably boyfriend in Google. You're like, what does BF mean? You know, or they might be like best friend, but that's normally referred to as BFF, and you know, whatever. We're all here using YouTube, so I'm assuming most of us know what BF and BFF already mean. But Bravo Foxtrot is a explicit term that is interesting to look up. Sarah, you might not want to. It's not as bad as the book that I mentioned earlier, but it still might upset your delicate sensibilities.
My curiosity's piqued.
As we all rush to Google.
The things I learned from NCIS are really random. But someone had asked a while ago on a stream, and I don't think it was even my stream, where like, oh, can you die from like being hit by something? And I was like, and I was able to rattle off a percentage of like how the likelihood of that being fatal. And I was like, and that is a line directly from an NCIS episode from you.
I love how you remembered it too.
My brain is weird. I'm very good at remembering certain details, and then there are other things where I just forget. My mom's like, how are you forgetting this? Your brain is amazing. And I'm like, only for things it cares about. I did a Google interesting. Yes. We're not going to say what it means in the chat because I don't want to get in trouble with any of the platforms. So we're going to start the sprint once I update the banner. In 3, 2, 1, happy productivity, everyone. that was the end of our third sprint. How did people do? Laura, I know you said you have to leave at the top of the hour, so that was probably the last sprint we have with you. I'll let you do an outro after people on screen, including you, have said how you did.
That sounds good.
I am on chapter 10 of reading out of I'm not sure how many. So, I mean, I feel productive.
I'm trying to get a count. I'm gonna go with 450. I'm like just shy. I'm like 30 words shy of my 1,000 word count goal, so I'm very close.
Yay!
And no idea where this scene is going. I'm like staging kind of a heist break-in moment, and I'm like, all right, we're just gonna play with it. This is the first time I've ever like pantsed a book. I was very strict outliner plotter my entire writing career, and I'm just like, just gonna go with it. See where the words take me. So we'll see how it goes.
That's awesome. I got further in my YouTube video. I had to screen record my website, so I did that really quick before the sprint ended, and then I'm almost done. So just have to add some music.
Cool. I reacquainted myself with the storyline and the characters in it. So I'm trying to figure out where to take the story. I think I just need a whole new arc from here, like, to give them stuff to do.
Cool.
I'm going to send them from Dednova, Russia to Moscow, which is like a 2-hour trip. So I'm like coming up with like evil things for them to battle.
Shenanigans can always happen on a long trip in a book.
Indeed. Indeed.
Is your book primarily set in Russia, or do they travel around a lot?
It's set in Russia.
Very cool.
Cool.
The werewolves in Russia.
Oh, perfect.
I'm hooked. I wrote 492 words across 2 scenes. One scene is for one book, and another scene is for another book, and neither are the book that I should be working on right now. And they're in very different genres, but they both came to me like in the past few days. And I'm like, I'm gonna. Yeah, so they're fun to write, but now I'm kind of like, oh God, now I want to write those books instead. And one is actually not the first book in a series. And then the other one is like a standalone, but way down the line. I'm just like, I can't move you up, guys. I'm sorry. I have other publishing plans. Laura, do you want to do your outro?
Sure. I'll keep this brief so we can continue on with our writing sprints. But once again, my name is Laura, author name LP Savage. You can find me at newbeachnovelist.com or at newbeachnovelist on pretty much all social media. Primarily, I live on Instagram, and I release new writing content weekly. So if you subscribe to my newsletter, you get a free novella. So it's super fun. I write YA and new adult fantasy.
Yay!
And I'm also an overwriter, and Zara, I did want to give you a quick update because I know this is always something we compare to, because my current draft one is just shy of 75K. I'm going to hit that mark sometime this week.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm anticipating my first draft being 100,000 words, if not more.
I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. I don't know if you want to stay a little bit longer or,
Yeah, I just have a hard stop at 11, so I can hang out for a bit.
I just wanted to make sure that you got your outro in, so that people got it. Your links are down below along with everyone else's. But let's see how people did in the chat. Regina added a blog post to her Ko-fi. I saw the title. For people who are curious, it says, which comes first, your title or your plot? So I'm actually going to paste that.
Definitely my plot.
Oh. I have a unedited work in progress that's still untitled. That's an entire book that's complete.
Yeah, I have a really bad habit of doing that where I will write the story and then I'm like, I have no idea what to title this.
I get the premise I get the premise surrounding the main character and the title pretty much, like, if not simultaneously, like in very quick succession. So I get why people on AuthorTube will be like Project Blank, because either they don't have a title or they don't want to share the title. But for me, I'm like, I'm going to share this title like far and wide. But
we started with a project name and then decided that the project name actually fit the story. So we just dropped the project part and just
sometimes it works out.
I actually do have a title for my project that I'm working on right now, and it was the first one that, like, during my like concept ideation, like a title came through. I'm like, oh, I kind of like that, and stuck ever since.
Yay! What about you, Sarah and Brooke?
It takes me a while to figure out titles. Like, I'm going into my new series planning. Like, I already have all my titles planned, so I feel good about that. But this last series, oh my gosh. I do it after for sure. Except for If the Broom Fits. That one came before.
But you had like Can't Catch My Breath as, oh my God, something about lies. And now I can't remember it because it's been so long since you mentioned it in the video.
Yes, Telling the Perfect. I think all of them have.
Telling the Perfect Lie.
Yeah, Telling the Perfect Lie. Out of My League was Hitting a Home Run. Two Kinds of Us was. It was something else. I can't remember what it was.
What was What Are Friends For?
What Friends Are For.
Okay, no.
So kind of the same, but still weird enough that I don't love it. But yeah, it's hard. Titles are hard.
It's kind of like a mix for me. Like, I'll do some of them. Like, I've done some kind of like right away and stuck with them. I've done some right away and changed my mind. And then like with my fantasy project right now, like I have no idea. So.
Chandra was listening to an audiobook and cleaning, so totally missed the last sprint break. That's okay.
No worries.
So much easier to plot with my new story, 16's done. Congratulations. Looking for some names for our main characters and looking for some African legends for the dystopian. Cool. I have no idea what to do, but perhaps I'll brainstorm a one-shot. Cool.
Fun.
Hello. Going to YouTube Studio now to create the posts. Awesome. That happens to me all the time, writing scene ideas for like later.
I think as long as you're writing, it's productive.
Yeah, no, I know. Tried so hard to get my head around the phenomenon that is Instagram. Nope. And then I shared Regina's latest blog post in both the YouTube and Twitch chats. Yes. And I have some projects with titles, some without titles, and some titles without projects. I have titles without projects. That's true. Like, I have the premise of it, but like I haven't written anything for them. So there's that. My projects have titles, but they're usually not the end result. Some of them are insert specific trait here story. Cool.
Yeah, Mercurial mentioned the idea of just writing up a one shot, which is a game, like it's just people sit down for 2 to 6 hours and play a full story. And which is kind of, I'm working on Chronicle stuff, but one shots are super fun and a really great exercise in like beginnings, middles, and ends. Like it's a great exercise.
I need help coming up with a character's stage name. So sometimes, like, I get their real name pretty soon after I come up with like who they are as a person. But sometimes other details that like are so important to the story come later.
I guess it depends on what kind of stage she's, like
she's a singer,
on.
and she kind of like, she kind of pulled like a Lady Gaga / Lana Del Rey type of like transformation from like leaving behind her old self. And I need to figure out what that stage name is going to be. Because I'm writing an interview scene, or I basically wrote the interview scene with the bracket stage name included in it. Like, she's the featured artist on the soundtrack, and the main actor is her friend that she kind of betrayed to become a star. Ooh. And she kind of is like, "Oh, we know each other," and she's like, "Are you going to deny it?" Like in front of an interviewer. So there's a lot of tension in the scene, but I would like to get rid of the bracket that says stage name. So
sometimes I randomize stuff like that.
Yeah.
Until something rings.
Yeah. Because I'm afraid if I search in like singer names, I'm only going to get real singer names. Or if I search like singer stage names, I'm going to get like really flashy things. And I want it to be like a name that you might not know is a fake name, the same way that like for a long time I didn't realize Kate Kavanaugh was a pen name.
Yeah.
Or Sarah Sutton. CB saw In the Heights last weekend. It's amazing.
Oh, I saw that on Friday.
I saw it the day it came out on
HBO.
HBO, and I liked it. It's not my favorite musical, even when I saw it on stage back when it was on Broadway. So, I liked it as much as I did the stage production.
Yeah. I was just excited. It was my first time back in a movie theater.
Oh, you went? Okay, yeah, that would be really exciting.
Yeah, I used to have like the AMC A-list, and we would go like almost like once a week and so, but it's been since like March of 2020 before the world closed since I was in a movie theater, and now it's like, it's my first time back.
My mom had AMC A-list too, and I think the last time we were in a movie theater was actually in February 2020.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's just like so wild to think about.
She can't be that good if she was betraying her friend actor.
She's not necessarily a good person, but she's not an irredeemable, unlikable character either. Like a different book that I have planned.
It's part of her journey, right?
Yeah. Like she was 16 when she did the Not Great Thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're both like 24, 25. No. Thank you, though. Chandra, please do through my Instagram, which is just my name without the space. Or through Twitter, which is Hoffman Zara, because Zara Hoffman was already taken very strangely. Rain, Bella Rain, Princess Rain, channeling Lady Gaga. I like Bella Rain, but I do feel like the last name is Rain is a little bit like clearly a stage name. But I might take Bella if I don't constantly tie it to a certain saga.
A certain Bella, yeah.
Might be where my mind went.
I don't know if you guys have watched Dylan is in Trouble, but he's a very funny actor. And he was watching the 50 Shades of Grey films. And in the first one, the second one, when they're going to a party or something, Anastasia has her hair done by like this Italian guy. So he says at the end, he's like, "Ciao, Bella." And Dylan is like, "Bella, it is Twilight." And I just burst out laughing at it.
I love his channel so much.
I haven't watched his newer stuff in a while just because he was reacting to a bunch of things that like I hadn't already seen. So I was like, I don't know if I want to watch the reaction before I've seen the stuff.
Spoilers and stuff, right?
But I also love the Pink Pop cast, which is like a gay black guy and a straight white guy, but who's like, you know, not like an annoying cis white guy. You know, like he's actually understanding about certain things. And they were reacting to Bridgerton. Oh, so funny. And they've started reacting to Shadow and Bone, but they've only released their reaction to the pilot episode. So part of me kind of wants to wait until they've posted all of their 8 reactions to each episode in the first season. And then binge.
Binge like you binge Shadow and Bone.
I mean, I stretched it out over 2 days. That's not a binge, right? Like I stopped in between.
That is a binge. That is a binge.
I might have watched it all the first night it came out.
I wanted to, and then I was like, no. I'm going to make this my reward for finishing the semester. And I did, and I was good. Although I got spoiled for a lot of it online because it's not like I was like, I'm going to watch this no matter what. So I don't really care if I'm actually going to get spoiled. Because I'd already gotten spoiled that General Kiergan was AKA a different character from the book. And I was like, okay, well, that says a lot about the person already. But yeah. I'm going to see Black Widow on 7th of July. Can't wait. Cool.
Wow. Best of luck to you.
I did it in 3 days. I was trying to pace myself. I think I did episodes 1 and 2 in 1 day. And then episodes 3 and 4 in another. Oh, I spread it over 3 days. 3 and 4. And then I was going to just do 5 and 6, but then I just kept watching through 8. I stopped at 4 and all the interviews were like, oh, my favorite episodes are 5 and 8. I'm like, well, God damn it. And I was very clear why episode 5 is everyone's favorite. It's like I like the idea of like, okay, quarter, or like half.
Sure.
I definitely watched it twice back to back in like 4 days.
I haven't watched it again. I haven't done a rewatch of anything.
I rewatched a second time, but I kind of just skipped to
the fun part,
barn scenes and the crows. So I just like skimmed through a lot of the show.
Yeah. I did want to rewatch the first or second. I don't remember the one where the crows like get the job from. Not Pekka Rollins, obviously. The other guy, the one who gives them the job to cross the fold. Because I was like, I know this actor. And it turns out I did, but he wasn't the actor who I thought he was. And I was like, but I still recognized you despite the fact that you look completely different. He was in season 2 of Penny Dreadful.
I know him from something else. Oh my God. I'm having a blank though. But yeah, I had the same realization where I was like, oh, I know that guy.
Yeah, it was weird because it took me a while. I was like, oh my God, what's your name? You're like a one-off character, kind of. Yeah. So like they said her name like maybe twice, and I had to search online to find it. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna set the forest room, and then we'll start sprinting. And at some point, Laura, you will probably have to duck out.
Yeah, probably ducking out. But thank you all so much for having me today, and I will probably remember this guy's like what I remember him from like in 20 minutes and be like, that was it.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, you can like text it. You can Instagram message me and then I'll pop it in the chat and be like, this is what Laura was thinking.
It was lovely meeting you, Laura.
Thank you. It was lovely meeting you as well. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their Sunday.
Thank you, and you too.
Right, I'm actually going to hop out.
Also, bye, Brooke.
Oh yeah, bye, Brooke. Okay. So whenever you need to leave, you can. But we're okay. And then there were 3.
And then there were 3.
Okay, I'm gonna do this instead. Chandra sent me the link on Insta. Nia, I'm trying to hold off on the rewatch until more people have seen it because I'm way too excited to talk about everything with spoilers. I mean, if you want, you can we can do an Instagram call because I don't know when we're gonna get enough people to do a live stream. Okay, you know how the other one was all letters and no numbers? This one is almost all numbers. So brace yourselves, people. I have to brace myself to make sure I type these in all correctly. Okay. 3, 8, Niner, 8, 5, Zulu Delta. 3, 8, 9, 8, 5, ZD.
Is this our last one?
No, we have one more after it, but if you also need to leave before the final one, that's okay. This one's going to be 20 minutes, and then the one after will only be 10 minutes. People are in the forest room, so we're going to start. Nope, that is the wrong thing to click on. Getting that ready. In 3, 2, 1, happy productivity, everyone. that was the end of our fourth and second to last sprint. We have one more. But how did everyone do?
I have some ideas that I am scribbling down before I forget them. Eating some carrots.
That sprint went by so fast. I don't know why, but I got the video fully finished, exported. I did the thumbnail. Just gotta get ready to load it to YouTube.
Yay! So productive. I finished the scene of them on the like red carpet and that like interview thing. I decided to go with. Sorry, I already closed it because I was like, oh, I don't want to be distracted to work on it. For the next one. Her like stage name that no one knows is a stage name is Natalie Gibson, and then I had to come up with this stupid sci-fi like name for like the movie that the guy's in. Tried to get the baby to sleep. Sage came in, and instead of running the banner, I'll just leave that one up. Celine left after revising 3 chapters for the day and is watching a series to reward herself. Charlie came in. Hello. Hannah had asked before the sprint started, Sarah, are you streaming tonight as well? And she is. She's streaming on her channel at 7 p.m. Eastern with fellow author tuber Brie Bonomo. And I will leave a link to that in the chat right now. And then I will continue reading comments. So just give me a second. If you're going to open the link on YouTube and you're watching me on YouTube, right-click the link and open it in a new tab so you don't leave this live stream before it ends, because we have one more sprint to go. Danny was reading 447 words for CB in the fanfic, 300 words for anemia and brainstorming. Awesome. Regina put laundry in and opened the book file. Awesome. Mercurial brainstorming the one-shot and another future story idea in the same universe as my others. Awesome.
Always fun.
I love that. Chandra took my dog out, switched to the laundry, and I'm trying to figure out where to store some home improvement stuff. All important things. Hannah, I read 1 chapter of Before We Were Yours. So good. It takes a lot longer when I tab, because I have to think about if I really want to tab the line or not. And the answer is yes. I'm running. Okay. Running out of sticky notes real quick. Okay. I was like, that does not feel like the end of a sentence, but like, okay. Mercurial saying lots of laundry is happening in the chat. That is true.
Apparently.
Mercurial says if all goes well, I will be there, meeting Sarah stream tonight, maybe even writing the one-shot. Yes, I hope so. I hope all goes well.
Is it for D&D? Or what kind of system are you running for? Inquiring minds want to know.
I'm going to update the banner. I'm going to put this up again, actually, while I'm editing the banner. 3-7 Quebec, Juliet 6 Sierra Golf. That will be up on screen in just a moment. And I will read it again slower. 3-7 Quebec, Juliet 6 Sierra Golf. This morning has flown, my goodness, says Hannah. Yes, I agree. CB says that they can't make Sarah stream tonight because it starts at midnight in their time zone.
Understandable.
Yeah. I mean, Sarah would be up and maybe watching someone stream, but not all of us are night owls like her.
I went to bed last night at 2.
I've been going to bed at like 2:30, and for me, like that means I'm not sleeping well. Whereas it's like normal.
So like a short. Oh, okay.
Mercurial says, no, it's not a one shot, not for any TTRPG, tabletop RPG. Okay, I was like, what's the TT? But it is like how people refer to fanfics as one shots when they have one chapter. Okay, that's what I thought, but then you were like, oh, what game? And I'm like, oh.
I thought it was game related. Yep. Because I'm a dork.
You're not a dork.
Yes, I am.
My sleep schedule's so messed up right now, I might actually make Sarah stream. I need to pop off. Thank you for the stream this morning. Sarah and co-host. Bye, Hannah. Thank you for being here. Mercurial says, it's been so long since I played D&D because of the world state.
Yeah, no kidding. I've been playing on Discord.
Makes sense. Is it raining today? No, it's not raining until later today, which means there's just a leaky air conditioner above mine that's hitting mine. I didn't know it was supposed to rain today. CB says on a Sunday I have to be up at 5 a.m. on a Monday morning because career comes at 9:30 tomorrow morning, and if anyone is a dork, it's me. I'm queen of the dorks, says CB. Okay, people are in the room, so we're going to start our final sprint. In 3, 2, 1, happy productivity, everyone. This is our final sprint. that was the end of our final sprint. How did people do?
I'm still brainstorming.
I worked on my live stream schedule for next month.
Cool. I wrote 206 words in the story I'm actually supposed to be working on right now. So I'm very happy with that. I need to write like 1,000 for the whole day. So I have like 800 more words to go, but I'm hoping to attend your live stream tonight. I have a date before it, which there is an hour-ish gap between, so I shouldn't be late, but who knows, so.
I was about to ask you about how your dating life has been going, but I didn't know if you would want to talk about it.
No, it's fine. It's been going well. And I guess I don't want to derail your live stream again, so. Yes, I finally did. Kelly and Wendy came in and were apologizing for being late. And I was like, I mean, hello, and that's fine. And I linked to your stream tonight, Sarah. So they may or may not pop in there. And we got 100 words and started to edit a video. Awesome. 202 words. Got most of the business card done, but I really don't know how to market myself, apparently. Watch her videos.
Yeah. I have a channel specifically devoted to stuff like that.
Link down below. Did the same thing I did last time after the stream. I'll be plotting it a little bit. Cool. Those are the last comments I see. So why don't we start with outros? So Sako, then Sarah, and then I will, if another comment comes up during the outros, I will address that before I do my outro. And then I will let everyone get on with the rest of their day, afternoon, or evening. So let's start with Sako.
Howdy, neighbors. I'm Sako Tumi, also known as Cass Voigt. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and, you know, sometimes I combine those three things. So if you are looking to market yourself as an author, bitter beast, I have a playlist full of videos on the topic at my channel. You should drop by sometime. I would love to see you.
I'm Sarah Sutton. I'm a young adult romance author. I just published my 5th book. It's called Two Kinds of Us. I post YouTube videos twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, if I have an extra vlog. But I have a video coming tomorrow. That's 2 fun announcements in case you guys want to check it out. And I have a live stream tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
It has been linked in the chat down below. I will also probably, after this stream ends, edit the description to include a direct link to the stream. Mia finished her reading and have video edits later. She wanted to get her daily reading taken care of first. Makes sense. Ara is very excited to watch your video, Sako. Anuhia said goodbye. And for those of you who are still here waiting for my outro, my name is Zara Hoffman. I'm the self-published author of 5, soon to be 6 books. This one comes out July 6th. Very excited. It's coming very soon. And I'm very excited, and I host Writing Sprints on my YouTube channel and my Twitch channel. I sometimes remember to film sit-down videos for this YouTube channel that are about my writing process or about musical theater. And there will be some about mental health and writing. So those are coming too. And I'm not going to assign a date for them because I have no idea. But yeah, that's me. Thank you for being here, Sako, Sarah, and Brooke and Laura, who both had to leave a little bit earlier. And I hope everyone was productive, whatever that means for you. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day, afternoon, or evening.